Hey everybody, Charles Jr. here for another in-shop adventure on this wet and dark and chilly evening here in the great Pacific Northwest. It is time to open these up from the second round of Coarse Grit. And yes, this is still the petrified wood. Stuff takes a while to work. So it's been rolling for a total of 13 days. The first round of 6 days. Then we opened the barrels up, inspected, added some filler, created 2 small filler barrels, those 2 there, and rolled it for another 7 days. I was supposed to do it yesterday, but I ran out of time, ambition, or I just got lazy. Yeah. So, we're going to open these up and do an inspection and see if there's any that needs to come out and go for a 3rd round of Coarse Grit, or if they're all good for the next round of medium grit, which is 120, 220 silicon carbide in my world. For you, it might be different, but that's my world. So I'm going to open these things up, get them dumped, rinsed off, no burnishing, don't waste my time, get them dumped back in here and see what we got to do. I'll do some initial sorting from there, and I may pull out them filler rocks. I don't know. I may just keep it all together. I don't know yet. We won't know until I start this process. That's part of what I do. I don't make a decision until I actually start working on something, and then many times halfway through I change my mind to do something different. That's why it's so difficult to tell people how to tumble rocks the way I do. Chaos? Possibly. Okay, all the lids are off. Things are looking good. That one's a little peculiar. That's okay. Foam does not bother me. So now, let's go ahead and get these things dumped one at a time. Okay, here we go. First barrel. This is not easy to do one-handed. So, and the lighting is not the best out here. The camera doesn't show how dark it really is. Okay, what we're going to look for is uniformity. See how well the grinding's been done on it? That one's actually pretty good. That one might be a candidate for wire wrapping. See, I'm always thinking about what could be done with some of these. So, you know, go on, focus. There we go. I think the 2 rounds of Coarse Grit is the cat's meow, because we have some real nice ones here. Yep, and then we have also the filler stuff, which I may pull the filler out and consolidate all the petrified wood into 3 barrels. But I want to go ahead and get these cleaned off first. Let's get down here That one's not too bad. That one's going to have some character left on it. But see that hole down there? I'm going to have to hit that with the water one more time. And don't tell me, oh, if you burnish, that'll remove it. No, I don't burnish. My results speak for themselves. I don't need to. So, yep, I'm going to do some more cleaning. It's going to take 2 hands on this one. And I will come back when I have all 4 barrels cleaned. Okay, let's talk about this barrel. This is barrel number 4. This is running on the QT12. Mind you, the other 3 are on the Beast. The Beast, I've got it turned up as fast as it'll roll. The QT12 is rolling roughly 8 to 9 RPM per minute less. The QT12 rolls, mine anyway, about 31 to 32 RPM, and I had the Beast rolling between 40 and 41 RPM. So that 10 RPM difference in speed made a huge difference on this batch. This is going back into Coarse Grit. This is, a couple of them are okay, but this compared to what rolled in the Beast is not acceptable. And this is after 7 days. So, yeah. The QT12 let me down. And that's the one that had the foam in it too. So, and there was a little bit of grit left still in it, which I don't like to see. I do not like having grit left. And this here does not feel nearly as smooth as what that other stuff does that came out of the Beast. So, and you can still see some of the grit on there. See that? Still some of the grit. This is, again, changing things midstream. Was not expecting it to be this bad out of the QT12 barrel. So, I am going to put this back in, add the Coarse Grit to it, add my white stuff to it, and I'm going to roll it for 10 days. Now, that's going to be twice as long as what I need to roll the Beast for medium grit. So it's going to kind of mess up the polishing cycle some. I may have to take a break while I'm waiting for this batch to catch up. So there is a reason why I built the Beast to do what I wanted it to do. Prime example. The 7 days in Coarse Grit for this particular material, this batch, was not enough in the QT12. It should have gone probably for 10 days. But this is why we do this, is so we can learn what our equipment can do and make changes on the fly so we can do a better job next time. So, yep, back into the barrel. I'm not going to finish cleaning it because if there's grit on it, that's fine. I don't care. And we'll go from there. So, yeah, I am kind of disappointed on this one here. It's not unexpected. But, yeah, I got to remember, I've got to roll this one longer. Although in the last batch it did okay. So, yeah, who knows? But this is why you have to adapt to what you see as it comes out of the barrel so you can do something better the next round. And that's what the goal is. This is going to roll for the 3rd time in Coarse Grit for 10 days minimum. I may roll it all the way until Veterans Day. We shall see.